trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, folks, now we're going to take a look at this. Now, whether it works or not, I don't know. But usually, remember, there are 7 bars that have to be considered when you're doing this. Now, we were supposed to come in here right exactly at 1 o'clock. So we're already 3 bars into this. Now, there's the target right there, 285. You see, we're only a few points away. Now, that's the ABCD. Okay, so now what we have to decide is in 20 minutes, okay, that's going to be in about 13 minutes. If this thing isn't started up, get out of Dodge. In other words, it's not going to work. It worked pretty good the first part of the day, but doesn't mean that it's going to work the rest of the day. It's all based on how much money you have to risk, not how much money you have to make, okay? That's the real key to what we're looking at right here, all right? So let's remind ourselves that that's what we have to do when we're looking at this, okay? Now, we've had, we've been bearish lately. The market started to move down in our favor, but now we're coming down here. We got a couple hours to go. Can't look any worse than it's already did. How low did we get? We got down to 13833, so we missed it so far by 30 pips. Well, we'll see whether it's going to get it. We made the number in the NASDAQ, and I think we made the number in the Stop and P pretty close. Let's just do that really close here. Thanks for putting up with this, folks, because this is what I try to do here as I'm watching this each day. Now, you can see we've got several big ABCD patterns that we've been following in here. There's A, B, C, D to the downside, another A, B, C, D to the downside. So we're right over it right now. So remember, we only got 10 bars. I don't know if you can hear that or not, folks, but this is the day they have it doesn't make it. It doesn't make it. Just a lot of guys out there working on the Sago palms. They're about 40 feet in the air, and they're trimming them up, getting ready for holidays, putting lights and stuff on them. But it's something else. All right, let's just say here we'll have to watch now. So we belong the Stop and P here at 68.20. And then we're going to find out whether it's going to have any move here. I would have a stop here at 68.10. I wouldn't risk more than 10 points on that if I'm going to be doing that, okay? So right now it's doing what I'd like for it to do, but who knows? Let's take a look here at this gold market, because it's been also another one that has been quite good today. There was the high that was supposed to come in right here. You can see how close it came. It was pretty much right on the money. And but the problem is, remember, when we see these markets with strong downtrends, the first thing we look for is a 382. So if you went in and looked at that, there was your 382 coming in right there, and you can see you're headed down. Now, this says we're getting ready to roll over. Now, here's the real key, folks. This is the problem. We've been going on this now since about 5 hours. All right, the last few hours of the day, you see from 13, that's the last hour and a half, has less reliability than this. That's the reason why is you've gone over 222 2-minute bars. Okay, that tells you that there's something that you got to pay really close attention to out in here, because if it starts to fail, and if it does, then you're looking at something relatively nasty as we're looking at that. I wanted to talk to you about, and that is a trade that we've been watching for quite some time, which has been the soybean meal. Let's get this up here. And this was something that, you have to be prepared. If you're going to do this, you got to be watching the market, because these markets jump around quite a bit. We're going to get the hourly chart up here, because remember, we were buying down there at 07. Okay. Now look what happened today, folks. We went up and we went up and we hit our 382 of the high that we made right back here, which was the 382 of the high from right there. This is not a mystery. You got a strong trending market down. There is your 382 right there. And what'd you do today? 382 right here. In fact, this is where you should have reversed and gone short because you're in a downtrend. I know I can't do everything, but these are the ones that I'm watching, and we're going to find out if they're going to be lining up, but not all of them work that way, if you'll remember, okay? Let's get out of here because I've got to be really careful in here, folks, and I don't want to miss a down move in this thing. If it goes back the other way, therein lies the problem, okay? Right now it's doing okay. We're into this now. How many bars we into this now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 3 more bars. We get out into here and you make a new low. That's not good. So that's what I'll be watching here if we do this way. Let me get up here with the Dow Jones here, and I might just put an order in to sell one just in case I get a little bit confused and get real busy and I don't get anything done. So here's the Dow Jones, and we're right here. 282 was the number. We're sitting right there. So what I'm going to do is, if we get down below 282.50, I would certainly want to be short. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come up here, and we'll take a look at the Dow Jones here, and I'm going to sell one just for kicks and giggles at 482.80. 482.80. I'll just do one here so I don't screw anything up. On the stop, we'll make that a day order. Okay, good day order. And we'll put that in there so that way I'm protected in case the market does fall out of bed. I'll have to check the Russell here because it's making new lows here, and we're going to see. But then we get below that, it's telling me that this thing is no longer working. See, because it's been working really good. Remember, the last part of the day is the day where it might not work. So that's why we're watching it here as we go through. I can't believe this noise. You can't hear it, but by golly, I'm glad you don't. So that's it. Let's get this lined up here. Window, tile, vertical, and you'll see here where we are right there. This is natural gas. I just happen to be looking at a lot of things today, folks, because they were lined up so perfectly. They don't always line up that perfectly, but when they do, that's when you want to be paying attention here, okay? So those are the ones that we're really paying attention to. Remember, let's look at this over the last few days because we did these trades. These are the things we were lining up. Okay. Oh, I forgot about this. This is the rollover. Oh my God. Well, there was the high. Anyway, this is a joke. Let me get the smaller time frame up and get rid of some of this stuff so we can see it a little bit. There's what we wanted. Okay, there was your first level right here. We pointed about there was the ABCD pattern right here. That was the one from Monday. Okay, there was the high. Market broke down. We sold that 3 ABCD right there. Okay, then you started coming down, and then today, look what we did. We came right up. We made a 61% retracement of this move right here. And what we've done is we've come down. Now look how bullish the Nasdaq is, folks. The Nasdaq has not made new lows. We made new lows in the Russell, everything else but the Nasdaq. So that's the strongest of the group. So if you're going to buy anything, this would be the one you'd want to be buying. So all I'm doing is I'm watching to see if it's going to have a rally here, because if it does, let's bring this up. Oh, I think this will work. Let's try. Oh, shucks. See it in the...
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter, a must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Hey folks, I just want to go back here and check. This is a, you can hold on just a minute, get this up on a higher time frame right here. Okay, now you see we've made new lows here from where we were Sunday night. You see that we've not done that in the other indices. Okay, now this means that we have a big ABC here that's complete. So let's draw that in. And you'll see that there's where we are. Of course, it's coming down fast, but there's the number. We're holding in this level right here. Now, remember, this is just 13 minutes. Now, what I'm saying is that if this timing signal is right, we should hold right here. It looks really nice, but if it doesn't, then look out. That's the thing that you want to be watching. And so that's why we've gone through the whole system right now. It's not acting very good. That's where my stop is right below here. I'm going to get short if it gets that, and then I'll put my stop in to see if it works. Okay, looking at this on the 13-minute, you can see that we've come down, we've taken it out. Now the NASDAQ has held up. That's why I was trying to bring this to your attention. It's not actually going anywhere, but see, there's the low last night. It's, quite a bit away, so it's acting much better than the others. Okay, so if you want to buy one, that would be the one to buy. The one to sell would be the weakest, would be the Dow Jones. Now, since someone asked a question, take a look at this on the eyes of the Russell, and we'll do that right now. And we'll just bring the Russell up. I won't even put the AI in. I'm just going to put the little chart in and see where we are. Oh, we're already breaking big time here in this one. See, we're coming down even faster and faster. There's the whole move. I can do this real quick. Let's put the AI in there and see what it's saying on this one. And well, it says we're going down even more. So that's it's heading down, and that's exactly what's been happening. So doesn't look too good here with the Russell. All right, that's where we're paying attention here. I'm going to watch this real close. I'm watching this one very, very close. Well, doesn't make any difference what I do. It's what I say and what I try to help you folks with. So that's pretty much it. Now let's look at this on the hourly basis, because remember, we're very bearish longer term now. See there, we've already broken down. Well, let's just show you where we are. See, we've already broken below the 382 of the move. This is the first time we've done that. Let's get that out of the way. This out of the way, and you'll see from your low right here, there's your 382. We broke through that today, and that tells us it's the first time we've done that. That means the trend has certainly changed. So that's it. That's why if we get below here, I got to get back short again. That's what I'm planning on doing. So we'll see if it does. I'd really would to see a nice little rally here of an hour or so end of the day. But, what you ask for and what you get sometimes are a little bit different things. Of course, we're certainly aware of that. I'm doing one at a time here so that I can get these in here to make sure that I have it in. So I'm all right there. Now let's take a look at the wheat. Someone asked a question about the wheat market. And what we'll do is we'll take a look at the March wheat. It should be weak like the rest of the other things that are happening because there's some selling in there. Evidently, the Chinese are not buying. There's it in the last few days. We've gone from 35. We dropped 25 cents. If we look at this on the hourly chart, we're probably, oh boy, there we are. There's the number. I was going to think it was pretty close. So there's our 382. Remember from the high down up, there's your 382. There's your number right here. So it's completed this particular pattern. And as you look at it all day long, you can see that it's been moving lower. And then today's high, well, this is the 16th. Okay, this was the high today, was really nothing except maybe a 382 off of this number. Yeah, probably was. Can't do. I will show you a really neat trade though. Just a second here. If those of you that like AB equals CD, and didn't even do that. But let's show you one that we like. Our good old friend, the cattle market, paid off a couple bucks today if you like ABCD. And we'll bring the 8-minute up here. And you'll see there it is. Hang in there, boys and girls. Just a moment. You'll be able to see it. Okay, here's today's action on the 16th. And what do? There's the 16th, correct? What do we look for? We always look for, you know what? A, B equals CD, and from 31 to 29 is a quick $1,000. Ring it up, buckaroos, because there it is. AB equals CD, right on the money, honey. There it is right there. And there's your 382 right here if you missed it. Let's just double check to see if that's correct. And sometimes this stuff works, I'll be darned. And there's your 382 was right there. This thing's so damn sensitive. It misses it by, it does miss it by a couple of ticks or two. But there was your trade, was your ABCD right there for the day. And it helps you when you get them right. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm talking with you. I'm up here watching the price here of the Dow Jones to see if it's holding up. And so far, it's doing that. That's what I'd like for it to do. We're going to find out if it's going to hold. Hasn't given up yet, but I'm going to put the beeper in because if we get below this is telling me that something is not right. This thing is pretty accurate, folks. Now, you think, oh, well, this is mystery stuff. You can do this yourself. You can do it yourself. I've told everybody how to do it. I gave that secret away a long time ago. All we did when we were working on this program 30 years ago, we had a neural network, and all the neural network did was it went back and we tested and tested and tested what was the time frame that it worked the best on, and the best time frame was the 2-minute charts. We tested 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, 50, hour, daily, weekly. We ran those computers into the ground to find the ones that worked the best, and for intraday trading at 2 minutes works the best. That means you got like 256 2-minute bars in a day's trading, okay? And so far, you got to be right within 10 bars, and we're already into that 10th bar. That means it gets below here, there's no trouble. That's where my order is sitting right there. If it gets there, I want to get back short again. Just like if it were really good here, if it didn't break, I want to get short back there again. I don't want to miss the move if it's here because, we're still coming down pretty hard, all right? So I hope I've talked enough here. Oh, we got a break coming up here. Thank God that'll save everybody. I had a question. Oh, Tesla. My goodness, we have to look at Tesla here today. That is a stock that just keeps on giving. And Mr. Musk is now worth $650 billion, boys and girls. You can eat out a couple nights a week on $650 billion. Wow. Boy, that is. Stop and think. The boys back, Rockefeller and Carnegie, they had 40 billion. Now, of course, that was 40 billion back in the old days, but that's a lot of money. Okay, let's figure up here where we are with Tesla. Let's just get it. Got a break is coming up here. I'm trying to get it as quickly as I can. God, the noise has stopped. Thank God of that. All right, here. Okay, here's where we are. Tesla should be up today. How is it doing? Oh, it's up big. Holy cow. Well, no, it's not. It's not that big. There's the 15th. Here's the 16th. It looks like it's up. Yeah, it's still up. Yeah, there's the 15th. Still up on the day. Oh, let's check this out. We had a break here in Tesla. Now, we had a real strong trend. What are the odds are that's going to be a 382? Let's just check, okay? Biggest secret I ever said, and I gave it away. Look at that. There it is right there, folks. Now, would that be helpful? Look at that. You buy it right on the open right there at 66. It runs $14, makes a new high, and you didn't have to take any heat at all. So watch those 382 when you have really strong trending markets. I'm doing a book with Richard Rube, who ran Southern California day traders for many, many years, 25 years ago. He's been a good friend, and he's writing a book, and I'm doing a little segment in that book about the 382. It'll be coming out sometime after the first of the year, and be old home week, listen to some of the stories. Anyway, that's where, this is wrong here. So you don't like to see this.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey. Because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors. This portion of Trade What You See is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Okay, folks, this is the euro. Basically, what I was doing today, I guess I should tell the whole story. when Dennis died, Dennis Reagan, the guy that worked on this the first year from 90 to 91, he died in 91, but he didn't leave us anything. We had a few ideas of what he was doing, but, we really, because we didn't know much. Twentyman knew more than anybody, and Dr. Jim Elder from Birmingham was my second student I ever had. He was involved with computers. His dad was a student of W.D. Gann. All the doctors were in the family. They're all Harvard guys. Anyway, this is what we were looking at today, and I was making this prediction to these boys up there at Cal Poly, and they said, "Well, you can't make a prediction like that. That's just it's a crapshoot. It's a random market." And I said, "Okay, well, let's just try it out." Well, when it got to here, they said, "Why didn't it go to there?" I said, "Well, it's making a top in this area. What you have to look for is look for the price over here where it's supposed to be." And all that was that ABCD. I didn't have time to tell them that, okay? So that's what I was trying to show them, what it looked like. And so that's what I was paying. Now look and see, we're getting ready here. In another hour, half hour, we should be bottoming in the euro. Now, if we're using that same theory, and this is all numbers, that's all it is. There's your AB leg right here. There's your CD leg right here. Now remember, the Dow Jones missed it by 50 points, okay? So that's a sign that maybe it doesn't work. All I'm trying to do, folks, when I do this is to line up ABCD patterns. People, my youngest daughter, she always asks, how the markets are doing and stuff, because she used to trade when she was in high school. But she said, "Dad, this is the most boring thing in the world." So and I says, "Well, you're making a couple bucks." She said, "Dad, all I got to do is ask you for the money. Why do I have to work?" Well, how do you figure that one out? Anyway, this is what all I did was, back in the days, before we had these charts, okay? Before we had any charts like this, I had to do this all by hand with a ticker tape. In 1976, when I went to work for Drexel, I started in 78. I started to see that these computers were going to be coming out with this stuff sometime in the early 80s, and they did in January of 83. CompuTrack down in New Orleans with Tim Slater, who I'm going to have as a guest one of these days. He was the one that was the inventor of all this stuff, so that you could get it right on the, on the little computers and all this stuff, so everybody could see it. That was a long time ago. Anyway, so that's, once I knew that, I said, I can make a living, because I'm going to sell bacon here and I'm going to buy wheat down here. So I knew that if I had ABCD, I know it's going to work X number of times more than it's not going to work. So what's wrong with that? That's a good deal, isn't it? So that's what I'm paying attention to as I do these things. Now, I don't look for a lot of trades every day. I look for 2 or 3 really good trades. Sometimes I get more. When I trade more than 5 times a day, you can define that as a losing day, folks, because the more you trade, the more you're susceptible to losing. Losing is okay, because you have to lose in order to put the positions on. But boy, when you're trading defensively, oh, brother, you're in big trouble. So find the ones that work. I had one today, the crude oil. Crude oil, I loved. You remember Blue Horseshoe in Wall Street? Anacont Steel loves Blue Horseshoe. Boy, let me show you this, how much I love this trade. Get this, here it is right here. This was a trade I absolutely dearly love. Let's get this up here. It was right 56. I got to get it up here. It was at 56. There it is. This one right here. This is the one I really liked for being on the long side. I looked at all the ABCDs. Oh, my God. Let me get this out of here so we can see it. See all these numbers that I had down in here? Okay, this is where I was buying it, right in this area right there. And, boy, it sure looked good for about this hourly trade, so it lasted maybe a few minutes, and of course then boom, I'm out of it there, and then it kept coming down, just because when they don't work, you just got to get out of Dodge, and that's all I'm trying to do when I'm doing these. Now, just looking at crude oil for today, there's the answer right here. Now, I just want to show you something. We're going to go to a 2-minute. Before I do that, I'm going to do something that I think you'll get a kick out of. I'm going to take this and make it disappear. Okay, and then I'm going to come up and I'm going to put a 2-minute chart up. All right, and there's the 2-minute chart lined up, and then you can see how it's lined up. That's been going this way. Now, this has actually been an inverted picture, folks. Let me show how you do that. You just come over here, I hope you enjoy this. I enjoy it, so you'll have to bear with me. We're going to come over here and we're going to make it the mirror image so you'll be able to see that it actually follows better than it does when it's looking at the red one. The red one is the regular one. There's the regular one. Okay. Now here is, look at that. Looks how nicely that there's how it's coming down right here. See, there's your 382 on the morning. I missed that because I was involved with all the other stuff that I've been following. And let's see where we are here. We'll move that over here from this level right here. We came right to the 382 and came down into this level right here. But remember, I was buying back here and I ended up getting out, and which I did. And now here's where we are. We're doing it this way right here. Okay, now let's move on here. I think we're doing okay here so far with the old, yeah, we're doing good, Billy Ray. We're doing good. There you go. See, we're having a nice move now in the S&P. We're having a really nice move here in the old Dow Jones. So everybody should be happy, and it worked this today. Thank God, thank God, thank God. So there it is right now, and we're having a pretty good run. So let's do like all traders should do. Let's take a look and see where the resistance is going to come in. Okay, now you can see we had a 382 retracement. Well, it's actually 50%. Okay, now there's the one that we measured on. See, there's your A, B, C, D. And look, we tried to get, there's a low, which was 311. This was 30 points off, but look how nicely it's rallying now, folks. If you bought that, you already made your $500. Don't forget to send me my commission of $450. That's it right there. All right, so there's where we are right now. I could tell you the story about the pink elephant, but I'm not going to do that. Let me look at the NASDAQ because I love this one here. Blue Horseshoe loves this one. I got to get on board this, folks, I'm afraid. There's where we are right now. We're coming into this right here. And we're getting ready to roll over here in the NASDAQ. So what we're going to do here, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to see the difference is this doesn't fit nearly as nicely as the Dow Jones one does, but I'd rather be short than long. So we've got about another few minutes here, and that's before the next break, and that's where I'm probably going to look to see what I'm going to be sorting. So if I go to the Dow Jones, I can see the Dow Jones, and I can see the last rally that the Dow Jones had was that much. Okay, so I could get it right up in here. That would make me very happy. And then if I moved it over like this, you can see here the 382 is right there. Off of that, we'll have to wait and see. I'm going to take a break, folks, so stay with us, and we're going to find out what happens as we proceed. We'll be right back.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, reports, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, folks, now you see we got a quagmire going here. We got the Dow, the NASDAQ getting ready to go down. Okay, we got this one getting ready to go up, and we're sitting right at the 382 right in here. Okay, now I have a bearish bias in the market. Okay, folks, I'm bearish. All right, now I covered my short at the right time. We've had a nice move here, but I want to get back into the position. So I'm using this as one of the gauges to tell me that I should get in. That's very, very short. We're sitting right there. And if I put the stop in, I would be here. If I sell it here, I get a much better price. I've saved well over, $250. That's $1,000 that I made on the long side. Plus I covered my short, which makes me a happy camper. So what do I have to do? I got to do one other thing, boys and girls, and that means I got to hit the sell button. So you're going to hear a bell ring in just a minute, so hang in there. We'll see if we can get it moving, and you're going to hear the bell going right about now. And there it is. So I'm in the short now. So we're going to find out what's happened. I just sold it at 48477 is where I just sold it right now. So we're going to find out what happens from here. Now, automatically, when I put the order in, I don't risk more than $500 on it, so I put my stop up here at 48577. Well, I got a little bit of a loss. Well, I can't have a loss because I cover the short. I cover the short here in the the Nasdaq right here because it was the stronger, and it is stronger because look, it didn't make a lower low in the day. The low here is way back here, so this has been the one that's been leading the pack. You can see I'm losing already, so we'll see whether that's correct or not. All right. Anyway, that's it. Move on here. Here's the E-mini here on the one we were watching here. It's followed just exactly. You see how the number of bars kept you in it? As long as you didn't take out those 7 bars. And you can see here, here's where we are right now. Now, looking at the overall day, this says we should be rallying the rest of the day. Now, if it's a bearish day, it's probably not going to rally the rest of the day. Remember, this part here, this is the tough part. This is the tough part because they've already gone through 222 bars, so the prediction is not nearly as good as it is earlier in the day. Okay? So that's it. I hope that helps. You might be bored stiff with this, folks, but let's look at something that you shouldn't be bored with. Let's go back. I'm going to repeat what I looked at the other day. When I watched all of these things with all of the stuff that we're watching. These are the longer term ABCDs now, folks. This is the big ABCD going back to 1987, if you remember that one. Okay, that was August the 25th, 1987. This was October 19th of 87. I'm not saying there's a crash coming at all. The thing that I'm saying is you had all of this. The big one here is the New York Stock Exchange Index, the biggest index of all. 1,600 issues. It measured the ABCD from the COVID to the high to the low. B plus C minus A equals 22,000. The high was 22,100. It's considerably below that already. So that's why I have a bearish bias. Okay, I'm just giving it that to you. All of this is in the newsletter if you want to look at it, and we'll find out how it's going to act as we go through some of these things here. Let's get up here. Since we're doing this, we might as well, well, I'm not doing too well here in the short side of that. Wow, look at this. See, I should have waited till the exact time. I didn't. So now I'm underwater here by 250 pips. I might even lose on that one. Son of a gun. If it does, it does. Well, I'm not going to lose because I was short, covered it, and put it back out here. So remember, I have a bearish bias. Sometimes bearish bias doesn't, but the key was the thing to buy, as I mentioned, say, like I always say, do as I say, not as I do. The one to buy was the NASDAQ. Folks, this has moved 150 points. That's $3,000. Look at that in just a matter of a few minutes. This is where this is a big run. And here's where we are right now. These are vibration points. That's all there are. So we're coming into it real close. There's where we are. Now remember, I sold this at 48477. So it's out $150. We're going to find out what it's doing. Now the weakest of the group was Russell. So let's take a look at see how the Russell is doing compared to this. As you can probably guess, I'm not prepared for a long dissertation of anything today, so I'm just repeating some of the things that I was looking at today. Let's get the Russell. Here's where we are. See how it's rallying. Oh, there's the Russell right now. Okay, now here's the Russell. There's the high of the day. There's the low of the day. Let's see if it's rallying up to the 382. And guess where it is? There's the 382 right now. Now let's take a look. Take the AI, and we're going to bring that up here and see what it looks like. Well, it was expecting a rally, but not much. Well, it doesn't fit too well here. Oh, you know what we could do? Cheat just a little bit to see if it's going to move that over, because you have a little bit of a double top. I want to see if I move that double top, move it to there, and really can't do much here. But we have made the 382 retracement on the whole day's range right here. Get this up here. Bring it in right there. That's where we are right here. If you like 382s in a downtrending market, there's your trade right here, 25.41. Got to put a stop up here above 25.50 or 25.46, something like that. But there's your 382 as we're watching it here today. Okay? So that's it, because the Dow is still down on the day. The S&P or the NASDAQ has now moved to positive again, so it's still moving higher, and it's the only one of the day that is still, on the plus side. So that's where we have it right now. If you did the trade, you made a nice piece of change here, because that would have been $1,000. The buy was here, 200 points higher was your $1,000. That's not so bad for a few minutes work, but they don't always work that way. A lot of times you have losses, as you know. Okay, let's get on here and move on to the next one here. Someone asked a question about Caterpillar. My goodness, I haven't seen that stock for a bit. Oh, we got it. Before we do that, I want to check on this one, folks, because it had some really bearish bias. I wonder, it's even getting more bearish. I wonder why look at this, folks. This was Avco. Look at that. It's dropped from $415, almost $100 in 5 trading days with really bullish news. That's not good. I mean, I know the NASDAQ's going crazy to the upside right now, but Avco's not doing very well. So let's take a look at Caterpillar. Now, Caterpillar's not involved with artificial intelligence at all. So let's come up here, take a look at Caterpillar. There it is right there. And we'll see here. Here's where we are. Wow, this show's almost over already. There's Caterpillar right here on the 30-minute, and you can see, or 60-minute, you can see we backed off a little bit. Still not much, but it's starting down. These markets have turned, folks. I firmly believe that that's the case. Speaking of that, let's look at the this is the AI for the bonds today, and you can see we had a big move up here. We went from 15.15, we dropped a full point, and then back up. So let's look at this on the 8-minute, because that's a big swing. They're having a lot of swings going here today, all right? There was the big move when the report came out, employment, and it dropped a full point, and then it went straight up. You can see here, there was the move straight up. And we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Silver market, as you can see here, it's been very bullish. We had the big ABCD here. We had the pullback, okay, and then the action today. What we do, we stopped exactly at the 61% retracement of the low we made on the previous day. I know you find it hard to believe, but there it is right there. Went penny or two below it. And then, of course, it's had a nice run up in here. We're getting ready to go higher in silver, folks. This has been a temporary high. We broke $4 an ounce. It doesn't sound like much, but used to it was a $20,000 move back in the old days. And fortunately, it's only $50 a point instead of $500 a point. Now you can see we are starting to move higher. And we're still moving higher. Now I do an AI on the gold, on the silver, but I don't use it. Let's just bring it up and see if it'll tell us what we're doing. Well, there was your low of the day right here. That came pretty close. Here's where it's tough. You see, this, you could assume this was an inversion here because of the fact that it's closer to the high or the low. But anyway, I'm not trading it, but I am watching ABCDs. If you like ABCDs in silver and you can afford the $50 risk or what it's going to be, oh dear, let's get this out of the way. Let's go to the 3 minutes so we don't have to look at the AI thing, and we'll be able to see it real simple. Here's a really clear ABCD in silver. If you want to trade it, it's certainly tradable. Risk 10 cents or $500. We're not there yet, but watch this. We've taken out the high. There's the number, 63.94. You got to wait till you get to that number. We're at 87 right now, so we'll put that number in. We're going to put an order in to sell it there. 63.93, and we're going to put a stop above here, which would be at 64.03. So that's what I'll be watching here today. Todd, I made one small caveat here, folks. You see this move out of here, how strong that is? That means this could easily go to 1.27. So don't do this trade. It could easily go to 1.27. See you on the flip side tomorrow. Live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless.